All right. This is my second attempt, so welcome to Brave Cat. Brave Channeling and Tarot. And the reason I put brave in front of that is because I think it takes bravery to do something different, to allow yourself to feel something different. And whether you are putting your own face and your own name out there, or you're like me. I do other projects, and for this one, I just wanted people to connect to the energy, not the face. We're given so much imagery, and sometimes it's nice to just be still with the person and really feel their energy. And I think it's a great way to use discernment because there will be times where I will probably share something that I'll hold back a little bit, and it'll be good for you to learn the words that are being said and the energy felt. And it'll be good for me to stay honest. That's good. It's all good stuff. And so what you can expect from this channel is going to be real talk, spirituality, science, social topics, and how everything intermingles and communicates, and talking acceptance. And we don't care over here if we hurt your feelings. So as long as it is delivered with fairness and solutions are, or I guess intent would be like resolution, clarity, or maybe exposure, understanding, acceptance. And it has to be fair. Anyway, so real talk, pendulums, tarot, spirituality, random ramblings, some dabbling in poetry, some stories. But you can always expect authenticity. And this is my first one. And, I'm feeling good about it. And so I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do some tarot. And I would tell you the name of this tarot deck, except I don't know. So I can't. I'm also a little high, which is nice. And I'll tell you something a little bit about myself. Let's see. I had my awakening, like officially. I don't know. There are stages to it. Maybe I should look into that a little bit more. But I had my awakening, I don't know, Dark Night of the Soul. Like it went real dark. The end of August of 2022. But I had some interesting events prior to that. Very interesting that I'll go into detail. All right, what does the audience need to know today? We have a tower. We have a tower and 9 of Swords. 8 of Wands reversed on the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to kind of feel into the cards a little bit. And I'm still learning the tarot, which is interesting because I can look at the same card and over and still think, And so I don't really question it. I just go with it because usually it has a different meaning. So you have 9 of Swords. Okay. So indecision, choices, stalemate. And 8 of Wands is reversed. Isn't that like holding back communication? I think it's holding back. Yeah, lack of speed, progress, or result. Okay. The Tower came out first, and then it was explained by the Nine of Swords, which... What was that again? I told you, I do this. I don't know why. What was the Nine of Swords? Oh, indecision, choices, right. So someone's going to have a Tower moment because they're not moving, and they can't make a decision. They're at a stalemate. And there's something, we all know about the universe is it doesn't like to stay stuck, man. It will shake shit up. Shake shit up. And I just pulled like the top card as I'm putting this up, and it's the Lovers. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh. The feeling I get is someone is about to have the love of their dreams. That's really cool. I have a rose quartz pendulum, and so I am going to let you think of a question. This is actually really exciting, and it's a great way to demonstrate the oneness, because you're going to get the answer you need. Maybe not the answer you want. All right, and on the count of 3, think of your question. I will close my eyes. Oh, it's swinging. I can't tell which direction. Oh, it's swinging kind of hard too. We have a very strong yes. That's cool. That's cool either way, even if, you're over there. Ooh, that got hot. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, anyway, because even if it's not the answer you wanted or expected, it's what you need for your highest good and for your highest timeline, and for you to be the person that you actually want to be. And that's really fucking cool. Let's get an angel number. So I had an event in 2021, like many people. It was very traumatic. My entire foundation just fell. It's like one of those rides where it spins so fast that you are stuck to the wall, but then the floor drops. Like that. Anyway. And then I had a mini awakening like a few months later, and then another mini one here, and my gift started to appear. And then I had my ass sat down by the universe, by the beloved, by God. And so grateful for that. I have healed so much and seen, so much love since then. And, that's something I wanted to see ever since I was a kid. Just love can change things. Love is the epicenter for solutions. All of them. Every single fucking one. All right, we got 1010 here. We have, it's up to you. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. The message is, it's time to put those long-cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I love that. Very nice. Very nice. You know, one thing I'm learning about the lack mindset is when we hear something like that, like good news, A, you question if it's for yourself. And B, if it's for you, how can it be for you and others? And then also C, but if more than I get this, does that make me not special? And I feel that wound down in there. When I say that, and I connect with that, I feel that wound. I just want to sit here with you. And even if you don't need it, I do. And I'm learning how to ask for things. And I'm just going to ask that you sit with me as I feel that. Because the fact is if you are breathing, you are fucking special. All right. Opening up the tarot again to the King of Pentacles and the Tower. That was unexpected. It's connected with somebody out there. Even though you haven't listened to this yet, I connected with you. King of Pentacles and the Tower. Now here's something I learned about the King of Pentacles. You can be male or female. We both hold that energy. Yeah, it can be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus is from sometime toward the end of April into sometime till the end of May. Virgo is same thing, July through a period of time. August through September. Let me just hit pause really quick. And then, thanks for pausing with me, even though my pause was longer. Capricorn is same thing for December through a period of time in January. But also the King of Pentacles is a balanced masculine energy that is nurturing. Very, I want to say regal, very composed, which is nice. Like when I think about the King of Pentacles, I just feel like a warm hug. You know? Feels good. Like, yeah, it can also mean wealthy, but how are we defining wealth? Is it compassion, kindness? Do they hold a gentle power? Yeah. Yeah, no, I like the King of Pentacles. Just the energy off of it, the way I feel is like I can just breathe. All right. Thank you for holding. Although, again, it's longer on my side. All right. Helping out some kiddos. Okay, so I don't know where I was, but it was something about the King of Pentacles. You know what's interesting, though, is on my little break, I had this, like, I have to choose. Like, you guys, we have to make a choice. Do we want the familiar as much as we fucking love it? Or do we want our destiny, our purpose? it feels like a goodbye until next life, the next one. Oh, I'm very emotional about it. Oh, God. It's like you could have everything you've always wanted. On both, on either choice. They're just different. They're just different. Sorry for blowing it. Oh, it stopped on its own. I don't know why it did that. Okay, again, I don't know where I was, but after the King of Pentacles, what flipped over immediately was the Tower. You know what? There's something I preach a lot. I say preach. It feels like a preach. Preach it. And it's that, and the Tower doesn't feel bad. The Tower just is what it is. And I know I'm going into a different direction. It's just, or coming back to it. It's just, maybe it's just not ready to be done in terms of talking about it. We have to honor. We must. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm going to. I'm going to honor my old self. God, she went through some shit. And she went on the most beautiful ride that took her on a path of falling in love with herself. And that's beautiful. And I'm going to honor that. And I have so much gratitude. Who knew that leaving your comfort zone, even though you thought you were leaving your comfort zone already, but to really leap, to trust that you'll be given the next steps to just let go, would be so hard. So hard. But in a beautiful way, and yet it's very sad. I'm so sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. If you're experiencing this, or you will, or you have, just know this channel, like, feel my energy. And God, I hated hearing this too when I was first doing like the whole journey. Is we are friends. Like, I know you even though I don't know you. And you know me even though you don't know me. And just see with your eyes closed. Just breathe. Don't second guess it, just feel. And that's real. It's real. Don't doubt it. What you're feeling right now. And as a reminder, you don't always have to learn the hard way. It's for myself and for you. And it's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can stop now. The power is in your hands. We're going to do Shamanic Medicine. I fucking love this deck, can I just say? I love it. I do, man. It has such great messages, and I flip it over. Normally I shuffle and then wait for a card to come out, but this is the Ancestors. And I love this book. I love this book. So we have Ancestors. I have some pretty fucking cool ancestors, so I'm sure you guys do too. I love my ancestors. Here we go. Ancestors. Wisdom. The ancestors are our spiritual kin. They are the ones who walked away. Oh, walked away. It was actually walked before us. Walked away and walked before us, and in some way helped shape the lives we lead today. You are being asked to honor the ancestors, to keep their memory and spirits alive, and to give thanks to them. Many indigenous peoples and cultures around the world do this, and following this tradition, you are partaking in a timeless connection through which the ancestors can impart their wisdom and assist you with your spiritual journey. This is true. Actually, I've done this. I do it. I've done this. I'm not consistent. I move intuitively. And I did have some resistance, I'm not going to lie, and that's okay. Put flowers on a loved one's grave or give thanks to the ancestor whose qualities you've acquired. Oh, I feel that. I lost my father. And even though we didn't have a great relationship, God, was he a good fucking cook. He had a great sense of humor. And I'm glad that he passed those things down to me. I'm very grateful. Yeah. You may wish to dedicate a small altar with pictures of past loved ones in honor of their memory, and light candles in remembrance of them. Honoring those who have walked before you and understanding their ways will help you to know them and release hurts and pains. Oh my fucking God, yes. No, for real. Yeah. Understanding their ways. Those 3 words. First one, understanding. We might say, at least I experienced, understand what they treated me like shit. And I can't honestly tell you if they loved me. Maybe it's your parents, maybe it's a friend, or understand what that sin or that offense is so wretched. Yeah. And also, they probably did better than their parents. Or those in their family. And that is a hard one to sit in. It's hard. Because you love them. And it's when you understand, there's compassion. Because you know, you're not perfect. And someone's out there talking about this terrible thing, the way you made them feel. And your perception is different. It doesn't make you a bad person. And maybe the person is bad. And they're human too. We don't have to have them in our life. Yes, people should go to jail for jail type crimes. Absolutely. Yep. And there's something beautiful when you allow yourself to love that person in spite of everything. And to also not allow them in your life. All of those can exist at the same time. Healing ancestral lines can enable you to break free of destructive patterns and step into the freedom of your soul and what your soul yearns for, to be whole, wise, and complete. Call upon the wisdom of the ancestors and honor yourself for never giving up as you walk wisely in their footsteps. Fuck yes. Can we clap for you? Fuck yeah. No, I love that. Ancestors revealed. The old ones left us a great legacy of ancient wisdom to live by. Trust me, it's there. I didn't think so either. These ancestral memories, created as oral traditions, were passed down within clans and tribes to their descendants. Remember, love is the solution. At least in my book. Every blade of grass, sacred site, and voice in the wind, the ancestors speak of ancient ways and future visions. It's time to listen, act, and to restore the spiritual practices of the ancients. Other divinatory meanings. If I said that wrong, don't care. Light a candle in remembrance and honor of the ancestors. Let me tell you, when you do that, there's so much love that you're going to feel. Man, they have your back. Trust me. I've been calling the right ones. You'll feel it. Feel into it. This is, like I said, close your eyes. Feel into it, man. Someone from your past turns up. Investigate your ancestral lineage. You are watched over by a deceased loved one. A past life issue needs to be resolved. A visit to your homeland holds answers. Holy fuck and shit. Are you kidding me? Sorry, I needed that specific paragraph under other divinatory meanings. And if I said that wrong, I don't fucking care. If you do, journal at it. I don't know. Go for a run. Drink some tea. Get high. Ancestral speaks. I love these poems. Once made like you, of blood and bone, from earth but now to spirit flown, honor who we truly are, wisdom claimed to take you far. If you are feeling like you're being called back or called to, honor that by listening. Don't think about that, the buts or what ifs. No. Close your eyes. Feel into it. That's what you do. You allow, that complete trust, that peace. If you're being called, you accept it and trust that you will be provided what you need to be provided when you need to be provided with it or with the thing. That's one thing that I've learned as well. One of the things. Yeah. And, I wanted to share I made black salt today, and I didn't know how to do that. And I actually did it for a specific purpose, and it's really, I wanted to make it because I wanted to know what went into it, make sure it wasn't, like black magic or evil, right? And I know really that all that has to do with is your intent behind it. It's not the label. So anyway, so I looked up every single fucking herb and spice and thing that I put in this recipe, and it has thyme, tarragon, anise-seed. It has bay leaf, cinnamon, nutmeg, lemongrass. I mean, it's in there. Garam masala. Garam masala is actually like, I put a lot of that in there. That's a very ritualistic spice, and I love it. I'm drawn to it often. But I had old rose petals and went for a walk and pulled some weeds a couple of days ago and had that drying, put that in there, and burned it. And as it was burning, I grabbed my gloves, I put it in a metal bowl, and then outside. Why, bowl? Sorry. I did mention I was kind of high, right? Okay, cool. So anyway, so I put on, oven gloves and walked around the house and moved the smoke around to really cleanse the space. Just removing all negative and evil, ill-intended wishes, thoughts, curses, hexes, spells, all of the shit. Addictions, just gone. Just gone. Bye-bye. And at the same time inviting love and truth and light and closer to what it is we want, which really should be what the universe wants or what God wants. And trust me when I say, like, that is in your heart. If you live from your heart space, you can balance out logic and intuition. You get too much up in your head, it clouds the intuition. You get too much in your gut, sometimes you have to use your logic. But always come from the heart, even when you're being logical. And this is where the balance is at. This is where it's at. Being logical, you hear that and you think, oh, so a dick. Emotionless, heartless, petrified, and dick. Sorry if that is rude to men. I don't know what a petrified dick looks like. I don't want to know. I don't need pictures. I'm good. Solid. I have other friends. So anyway, but you don't have to, obviously. No one has to do anything. But it is a beautiful place to be. And I don't know where I'm at. I feel like I'm rambling. That's okay. I feel like somebody's just driving in the night, listening to this. I know it hasn't happened yet, but someone's going to be driving in the night. And you're going to stumble across this and you're going to think, oh, whatever. I just want to say, hey, thanks for making it to 34 minutes and 27 seconds. Let's look up that number. 34 minutes, 27 seconds. Eye rolls and all. 34 minutes. I don't need to say minutes. I'm really high. I actually might hit pause and go get a little more high. Angel number 34 symbolizes new beginnings. A. And 34 is also 7. 3 plus 4. It's a sign that you have the skills and creativity to positively affect your future. Well, that's pretty fucking cool. That's a great gift to have. In love, angel number 34 means you'll meet a new romantic partner soon. If you're with somebody, it's a sign your bond will grow deeper and stronger. Yeah. Wait. What I'm trying to say is if it's abusive or it's not good for you, choose yourself. If it's not bad and you also know this is not my person, this is somebody else's person, that's okay. That's okay. Choose you. That's okay. It's how we end it. Do it with grace, compassion, and love, because that person that you're with or was with, they're not all bad. God damn. It just like recorded on its own again. Look, I need some control over hitting pause because I'm going to go get high and see where the dogs are barking. I hope it doesn't record. If it does, enjoy the silence. Hey, it didn't hit record, so no silence for you. Sorry. Not sorry. I don't know what I was saying. That's okay. Yep. Oh, the other number. What was it? It was 34. No. Was it 34 minutes? And doesn't matter. Apparently. I don't know what else to say. So I might just get off of here. Oh, so I did this like thing. Yeah, I know, I'm back. I'm trying not to give away what it is because it's also public. Basically, I do like a thing. And doing this thing, I say things that are very vulnerable. And I say things that is true. It's true. It's just, it could hurt. It's going to hurt people. And I don't like to hurt people. I don't like it. I don't like it. And it made me very uncomfortable and a little insecure. And I still kind of cringe at knowing it's about to go live. And I still say, I'm glad it's going live. Will I continue saying the things that I'm saying? I don't know. Not in those ways, I don't think. There is something. Oh, we're talking about past people or the person you're with not being bad. This circles right back. Thank you, guides and angels. Beloved. But I want to focus on, truth, of course. I love truth. I'm a truth seeker and a believer of love. But really loving them, and I think to really love them is to also talk about the good things. Like, I don't want to say, even though I'm talking about this, I want people to know, blah, blah, blah. No. I want people to know because they hear it. Like, if we're going to talk about truth and love, we have to do it. We have to actually do it. We have to be about it. And there are some really great things about the people that hurt me. And it doesn't matter what they did. Doesn't matter what they did. It's almost like we don't want to see Or at least this is how it was for me. Didn't want to see the good because it was easier just to hurt. It's harder to feel the good because it almost amplifies the pain. But what I've experienced is on the other side of that is I'm more healed. I'm more stable. I'm more concrete in who I am, and it doesn't taint those I meet next. That might remind me of them, like a smell or a laugh or a phrase, a hand gesture, a look. The people that are brought into our lives, they're there for a reason, even if it's for a season. Yeah, even the bad ones. At least that's my belief and my experience, and could be very, very wrong about that. And that's okay. I had someone try to kill me. I know, heavy. Truth bomb. And there are still things that I smile at when I think about this person. And I don't tell anybody in my life. I don't tell them this because he hurt. I already said he. He hurt some people in my life. And for me, I needed to see whether or not I hated this person or if I could love someone who, by all standards and reason, is not lovable. And as much as I sometimes hate it, and I don't always understand it logically sometimes, I get it in my heart, I understand it. There's this line in a movie I watched recently called Red? Is it Red? Something. Anyway, it has Dwayne Johnson. I forget the name of the actor who played Santa, and then there was Chris Evans. And I don't even know if I'm allowed to say those names. Hey, don't get fucked. I'm just going to keep going until I'm told I can't do it, and then we'll talk about it, because, I'm probably going to anyway. What are you going to do, sue me? Good luck. What are you going to take? My hat? I actually might fight you over my hat. I'm not going to lie. It's a pretty fucking cool hat. It's a Hunter versus Hunter, ex-Hunter, double hunt. What the fuck is... I don't really watch it. I know, but the hat's really cool. I know, it's a very feminine thing, but so society says. I think it's I don't give a fuck. I like it. I'm gonna wear it. I think it's a cool show. I watched bits and pieces, and from that, I'm okay with wearing the hat. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying. But I'm sure it was good. Oh, yeah. So, and again, if you're driving, I hope that you're awake. Because I've been told that I can just put people to sleep. And so now if you're laying in bed and you want to fall asleep, I can try to remember to not raise my voice. And you can just drift off. I want to do this with everyone I can remember that I've had in my life. And I'm so excited about that journey. I'm so excited about it because I get to relearn the people that I allowed in my life at one point. And I get to see myself visually, whatever I'm picturing. And I know I'll know her, but we are not the same person anymore. And I am so in love with that version, and they did the best they can. And I think part of love also is admitting that you're not perfect. Because that's how we relate to people. Like, it's scary to cut the bullshit, but when you cut the bullshit and just slice and dice that bitch, you feel it. That love on a human level, just, yeah, you have to feel the pain too. Because that also happens on a human level. And that might trigger some wounds that we have in us that we need to look at. That's all good. That's all good. You know what I love? I love a man who heals and is humble. Fuck me, man. That is hot. A man who not a lot of people can get near. He understands the exchange of energy. That you don't shake hands with just anyone. You don't communicate with just anyone. And not because you're better, but because their energy. They are so in tune with themselves that they know how to protect themselves energetically, which then protects me energetically and protects the connection energetically. And that's because I do that. I do that. I do it with my kids. I'm very careful about who comes into my energy because I know that will affect them. And anything that affects my peace is not accepted into my life. But I still love you. We're just not compatible, and that's okay. And maybe we will be one day, and maybe we won't, and all of that, no matter where it goes, is fucking-K. I love love. And not in a loose way, how do I explain this? Yeah, I said loose, whatever. Why do we do that? That's actually a feminine-centered derogatory comment. Like, a guy can't get loose. Maybe he can. I don't know. I'm not a guy. I haven't looked into it. Not that I want to. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. But we say loose because if a woman's having lots of sex with different guys, then theoretically she's going to be loose down there. We don't have comments like that for dicks. Let me see if I can come up with one. You want to help me? Let's see if we can telepathically communicate in the future, which is also now. That's a mindfuck. How about grater, right? Like a cheese grater? Like, it gets ridden somewhat, no? What about, are you laughing? Because I'm trying so hard not to laugh my ass off right now. Anyway, I just happen to find myself funny quite often. Anyway, what else can we call a dick that infers that it's been used. Like wet mop, dingy mop. Ooh, yeah, dingy mop. That would be something I wouldn't want to ride. Which is interesting because it's actually not really about if the person, like in the past, like for me, if the person, like the guy presented to me, who maybe I fall madly in love with, has had multiple partners. Cool. Me too. Samesies. It's just not my life anymore. And so for me, when I say it's something I wouldn't want to ride, I actually care about that now. So I did, but that's not who I am. And there is no shame because let me tell you, I'm glad I went through that. 100%. I'm glad I went through those stages. And I'm glad that if my future partner had gone through those stages, that I'm happy. It's fine. As long as you don't anymore. It's preferred. Actually, I require it. So anyway, yeah. One time, I doubt this person will ever listen to this or hear this, but or maybe, I don't know. So, it's a risk. But one time, during my spiritual awakening, excuse me, yeah, apparently I'm supposed to say this. I opened up the tab one night. I couldn't sleep, and I was trying to look up a different person because they were in I had taken a nap and they were in my dream, and I'm like, what does that mean? So I went to look him up, and this other person popped up. This person is, let's just say, popular around the globe. And I looked at him, and I just thought, I know you. I don't know you, but I know you. I just couldn't stop looking at his eyes. And then I just kind of took my time scanning his entire face. And I smiled because I thought, you're a fucking angel, man. Your light is so bright. And this person appeared in my dreams a couple of times, and I thought, okay, this is a little silly, so can we figure out why this person is being presented so much in my life? Because I'm not a stalker, and I'm not, weird in that way. I'm very weird, just not in that area. And so it was starting to really fucking piss me off. Just like, can I just not? Can we just not? Can you please go away? Leave me the fuck alone. And then one day, I had this urge to let this person know what I saw in them. And so I got on Instagram and I searched. I don't know if it was actually the sorry, I got lost in the whole thing thinking back on it. It's a little embarrassing, but I'm glad I did it because it pulled me in my comfort zone and it just had to sit there. So anyway, I messaged. I don't know if it was the right person. That part didn't matter, actually. It was just like doing what you're told, right? Kind of thing. Like you feel this urge, this inkling to do something. It's just listening to that and then letting it sit there. And whatever that's going to look like, that's how it's going to look, period. And so I did, and I told this person something to the effect of, you have such a bright soul. That's was the truth and is. And I don't know, other than sometimes you just have to put your foot out there and trust. Whatever that looks like, however weird that is. Because I felt weird. I felt so weird. I was like, I am very uncomfortable with this, Madam Sir. But I did. And let me tell you, I believe that even if that person never read it, or read it and laughed, or read it and stared at it and didn't believe it, or felt gross, or whatever happened on the other side of that, or didn't happen, maybe it was never opened. I don't know, because I think I deleted it. Actually, he may not have ever gotten it. Oh man, it's funny. Anyway, I don't know. I feel like I just I wasn't going to dwell on it. So I think the way that I did it allowed the person to see it, and I was just done. I deleted the thread. That's what I did. Because I didn't want to ever look to see if it was ever read. That's what I did. And, but I believe that even if it was never read, or it was, and whatever happened on that side, or lack thereof, they felt it. I don't think anything ever goes in vain. Kindness like that, bravery. No, not when the intent is good. Not when the intent is good. And I think the thing is even though I was nervous, my intent was, if you see something, say something. I saw light, and it was bright, man. It was bright. And the hope is that that isn't a future version or a potential timeline or version of themselves that they could be and they just choose not to be. That would be heartbreaking. That part. The future's fine. But that would be heartbreaking because this person could really enact change. And I wonder if they know that about themselves. Anyway, but that's love. Not in a romantic sense, but in a, I don't care who you are. And that is a hill I will die on. That love deserves to be shared. And even if that is in a form of, this is what I see in you, person who I don't fucking know, who I've seen on my screen and only know you actually because you popped up during a search. I had no idea who you were, but you should know that I see you, even if that's a version of you that you don't see. And any time now that this person pops up into my head or I'm reminded of this individual in one way or another, I celebrate them. Just, hey, I believe in you. If you want the sun, if you want to step into the light, baby, you hold the power, and I believe in you. And I say that phrase, baby, to like everybody, but my kids and stuff. It's just, I see you, I feel you, you're human. It doesn't matter what your life is like. from the perspective of the world. What matters is what your life is like behind closed doors, and that is a different topic for that world. Yeah. Well, we are sitting at a little over an hour and 33 seconds and counting. And so I think I'm going to wrap it up here. And I just want to say thank you for everything. Have a good night or day.